Okay, let's go smoke that joint.
Hey, what up, what up? Yes, what is going down, everybody? It is Friday. It is week 4. And yeah, let's get a little Q&A in before the night is over here. A little quick, little 30-minute, maybe hour sesh here. Let's see who's up in here. Hey, stranger, what up? Shout out to the Houday Nation. Zaire in the house, what up? He said 420 crew on top. Let's get it. All right, pulling up all my... Getting everything pulled up here so I can have be able to answer some questions for you guys. Hey, shout out to Corey. What up, bro? All right. Here we go. Getting all my stats and everything pulled up. And JJ says Browns fans likely be the hardest test of the season when it comes to stopping the run. Yeah, definitely, dude. And Corey saying critical practice report info we should know. And I'll pull up the practice report information here in a sec. Let me get all my start and sit info up here. Get all the different positions. QB, running back, wide receiver, tight end. And let's go see. I am going to make a video tomorrow. Let's see. There we go. Let's see what we got here. Let's see. Let me zoom in. Well, we already knew that Nick Bosa was going to be out for the season, but his surgery was successful. Let's see. Ricky P, questionable for Sunday. So is Juwan Man Jennings. Whoa, Stingley, uncertain for this week. That'd be big if he doesn't play. Fields probably going to play. Got in a full go at practice today. Chris Godwin, full go at practice, they say, but still questionable for this week. Kyle Van Noy, questionable. TJ Edwards is out. So if you're playing Noah Sewell, you can get him for another week. Colston Loveland got the Q. Swift is questionable. Tyrone Tracy officially ruled out. Devontae Adams questionable but expected to play. AJ Terrell for the Falcons ruled out. Kenny Moore officially out for week 4. Alec Pierce ruled out. Jalen Warren questionable for Sunday. Joey Porter Jr. and Jonnu Smith both questionable as well. Xavier Legette out on Sunday. Hubbard questionable. Scary Terry and Jaden Daniels ruled out. Baker Mayfield questionable. Mike Evans ruled out. Andrew Van Ginkel ruled out. Ed Oliver ruled out. Matt Milano ruled out. Ugly. And Zaire said, my dumbass started Keenan over Marv, and Marv had 20 points on my bench. Connor got injured. So I got Scatterbo, Christian Kirk, and A.O. Man or Keenan Allen. What do you mean? For the I mean, you're going to play Keenan Allen out of all those guys. Jordan Brooks or Edmonds this week, man. Probably going to be leaning Jordan Brooks. Probably leaning Jordan Brooks, yeah. But Edmonds has been doing solid as since what's it called? every time TJ Edwards is out. So he has been solid. Tough choice. Tough choice. All right. All right. All right. All right. Might be a slow night for the live stream. We're just rocking. We're just hanging then. We get a song going while we wait for some other peeps to jump in. Albert in the house. What up, bro? Let's see. Appreciate you, Hollywood. You the man. You the man. Kyle stated, yeah. He's full go. He's good to go. And Zaire said, where do you get the injury reports from? You can literally just Google whatever team practice reports, and each team's website updates you with the practice reports. So that's just kind of like the quickest way that you can find it. And Don't Bother Me said, I need to see the jerseys. How much are the raffle tickets? So if you do the super chats, well, pretty much whatever you do, it's $1 for one raffle ticket for every dollar. So if you do super chats here on YouTube, like Devo, he just threw down a $10 super chat. You got 10 raffle tickets for that. If you sign up on Patreon, 420crew.com, and you get in on the superstar tier or higher, the $10 tier, you get 10 raffle tickets every month. And hey, shout out to Jamie. Give me 1 second. I'm copying something on another page and I'm bringing back to click you in. And then here is a link. If you sign up on YouTube, join the 420 crew on YouTube as a superstar member, then you also get 10 tickets. And here we go. And Jamie in the house.
What's up, everyone?
And real quick, I'm going to show the jerseys that we got. So we're going to have 3 winners so far. I mean, depends on, how much donations and stuff we get throughout the month to see if we're going to do more than 3 winners. But we're going to have 3 winners. All the jerseys that I have, those ones are still available to be chosen as well. But here's the new ones that we got. We got a new Andrew Van Ginkel jersey. Yeah, by popular demand.
Nice.
We got a Rashee Rice jersey. All the jerseys are signed with the certificates of authenticity. They're all from Pristine Auction. We got a Devon A-Chain jersey. We got some IDP love, Roquan Smith. Yes, killing it this year. And we got a James Cook signed jersey as well. So I tried to get a bunch of relevant guys. Make sure we get some dope prizes. And Don't Bother Me, shouting out Jamie. What up?
What up?
What up, Phil?
Been getting a lot of start sits.
Yeah. I think I went live a little bit later than I normally do, so I think people are kind of just showing up now, realizing that I'm live. And JJ said also, fun fact, Browns just barrage the league with their injury report. No matter what it is, no matter what person just takes a day off, they'll be there because good luck sorting through it. Yeah, there's a million guys on that one. Corey said other start sit, other league single QB, Stafford, Rodgers, or Stroud.
I'd probably go Stafford, I guess. I don't like any of them, honestly.
Yeah, they're all kind of negative matchups this week.
Is Geno on the waivers? I like Geno. I've been seeing him on single quarterback waivers.
Yeah, I'm probably going Stafford too, but I don't like it. Nick Von B said, evening hustler, TGIF. Yes. And he said, buddy, curious next week, who would you put in? Marvin Harrison Jr.? Would you possibly straight away? Well, I mean, I guess I'm not even thinking about next week, but he's got 10 days off. We know that much.
I mean, he wasn't really doing much until the very end of the game when they were playing catch up.
Right. Theo said Van Ginkel is sick. Go Vikings. Said Sadie's injured. Yeah, hopefully it's just a 1 week thing. I guess it sucks because they're overseas for these next 2 weeks. So yeah, I don't know.
Corey, what's up, man?
And Marvin said starting.
It's a lot.
So my question is, which player do I stick at the flex? Judkins, Debo, or Quentin Johnston?
I love Debo this week, man.
Yeah, I mean,
I think I have him at 13.
Just gotta kind of assume he's going to be getting everything, right?
I got him at 17.
Yeah, but I'm with it. I'm saying Debo. And don't bother me. He said YouTube hates me. He said all day been notifying me like 30 minutes after the show starts. Man,
that's supposed to notify you 30 minutes before the show.
Yeah, and I would say, I mean, at least for this show, can't speak for everybody, but if you download the Patreon app, and whether you're a free member or a paid member, when the live streams kick in, I always make a post. So, like when the countdown's going on. So that's definitely a way. What up, Crispy, motherfucker?
Speaking of losers hopping in the chat, I think you only have 2 of your leagues in the top 2%.
And Phil said really thin a DL now, and I got Van Ginkel out. I said Will McDonald, start Will McDonald against Tua. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy because like as many sacks as we think Tua takes, like sometimes he doesn't take a lot of sacks. Like last week, he didn't take a lot. Like he might have had some QB hits and stuff, but that doesn't, that only helps so much. Who else would you have? I'm not mad at Will McDonald versus the Dolphins, but I mean, do you have anybody else besides him? And Corey said Geno, Dak, T-Law, start one.
This one's easy for me. It's gonna be Geno.
Yeah,
I have him right now at like 13, 14. Wait, Purdy's playing, right?
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, I would have to put him at 14.
All right.
Yeah, Dak's more down past 20. T-Law's about the same.
Yeah. And I said Debo's my favorite must start, said especially since Terry's out. Yeah, I mean, it just means the defense could be keying in on him a little bit more too. So we also got to remember that.
Plus, he's going to be using the run game. So, what up, Pam?
Yeah, what's going down? Shout out to Rick. What up, Rick? And Crispy said, know your role.
Yeah, true.
Know your role and shut your mouth.
Yeah, you got like what, 500 other teams, so you'll make it.
Yeah. Feels like Derek Brown's the only other guy on waivers that are gross. Yeah. Yeah, waivers are ugly right now. And the injuries don't help. That like makes it worse. And there's no bye weeks right now. I mean, I guess that'll make it worse when it comes to bye weeks and pickups. But yeah, this year's starting off as a real wonky one. That's for sure. And don't bother me. How you guys feel about Genty and Bowers this week? I feel like for Genty, I'm a little nervous because the Bears have been better at shutting down the running backs than the pass catchers.
I mean, you have to always consider Bowers top 5.
Yeah.
Just right now, you can't have him at 1.
No. And what do we got? Of course, the bench 2, Luvu, Demario Davis, Devin Bush, Devin White. Probably bench Luvu and Demario Davis.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you until Sunday. I don't do IDP rankings.
Zaire said, should I drop Pacheco, Monmori, DeMarcado?
So drop Pacheco for DeMarcado. I don't hate it.
I don't either. It sucks, man, because I feel like as soon as we all drop Pacheco, he's going to do good.
Yeah. He's just not being used on the goal line. They're giving Hunt all the goal line carries. So that just caps his upside.
Yeah. Nick Von B said, last question. He said, before I call it a night, would you rather keep Derrick Henry? Said another week or two, or would you rather trade him away for someone else who can do better?
I mean, you're only going to be able to trade him for like one or two other people that are better because I consider him one of the top guys. So, like, if you can get maybe Jonathan Taylor for him right now, but I still don't even do that because
Yeah, Taylor's been killing it.
doing a 1-for-1, Alex says it all the time. It's counterintuitive. It just doesn't make sense to trade one running back for another running back.
Yeah, and I'm
I know, like,
I mean, if you're
KC
talking about
run
keeping him or like trading him away, like right now, like I'm just keeping him because, like, who honestly are you gonna get that's better than like Derrick Henry to where someone's just gonna like trade him, you know, for him? Like, no one's trading Jonathan Taylor for Derrick Henry right now. No one's trading
Barkley.
James Cook or Barkley or CMC. You know, like no one's trading you straight up for Derrick Henry. So I feel like you're either gonna sell Henry for pennies on the dollar, and you know, even if you are upgrading, you might have to throw in another person like in there to get someone who's better than Henry to come back to you.
Yeah, don't panic on Henry. There's big games coming. It may not be this week because I know KC has a good run defense, but he can still pound it out.
And Henry's one of those guys too, even in the bad matchups, we've seen him succeed. So it really sucks when he doesn't succeed, but I don't know. He's just done it so many times that like like he's just someone you ride until the wheels fall off. Like, do you remember how he looked in like that first game? Like, he's not slow, he's not hurt, like it's nothing.
He was the #1 running back, almost 30 points, and he only had like a below 60% snap share doing that.
Yeah. And really, it's like it kind of goes in game flow of how much they're kicking the other team's ass, really, because like if they're kicking the other team's ass, you know, they don't need to run him every single play. They're going to just mix in other guys so he doesn't get hurt. He's still going to get the majority, but yeah, I think they're thinking bigger than like, you know, let's run Henry into the ground every single game.
Because you know they're going to make the playoffs. They want him fresh. They don't want him to get injured.
Yeah, and those fumbles were bullshit. But if you remember, like I think 1 out of the 3 was just like punched out like crazily, like punched like behind his back, like type thing. You know, I can't even remember who did that, but yeah, that was just an insane like play.
I seen this video. It was AI, obviously, but it was Derrick Henry saying, like, apologizing for his fumbles, that he was at the Diddy party and all the baby oil made his hands slippery.
Oh my gosh. Savages. All right. Hold on. Some caught in the bowl piece there. All right. And don't bother me said Ertz or Kelsey and Bowers or Juana Man. I mean, the Ravens are like a really good matchup, like for the tight ends. Like, I don't know. I want to go Kelsey.
Does this look like a trade or is it a start sit?
I'm assuming this is 2 separate start sit questions.
Okay.
That's how I'm treating it, unless he says different.
Yeah, I'll
shout out to Big Bro Zach. What up?
I'd probably go Kelsey over Ertz.
Yeah. Oh, hold on. Be right back in a second.
I know Juana Man's been getting a lot of targets, but it's hard to sit Bowers. He could pop off. Yeah, Bowers still getting a 20% target share.
Yeah, see, it sucks with like the Bowers and Juana Man because like you don't want to sit Bowers, but like how do you sit Juana Man? Like,
well, I mean, I have a league where I have I think Tyler Warren. Can't remember. McBride and Tyler Warren and Juana Man Johnson. I ended up trading Juwan for a 2nd round rookie pick. and it's probably going to be like the 102, 103 at latest.
Yeah.
And I would have gave him up for a third, but I declined the third, honestly, because I thought I could get more. And
Well,
then
dude, for Dynasty, you should be able to get more. Like, I mean, I still feel because, okay, here's like, I know that there's a school of thought out there. Like, it doesn't, like, it's Dynasty. They're old. I'm just going to get what I could get. Like, I know, like, you know, keep trade cut and like a bunch of people, like, you may have that idea. I'm still of the mindset that if someone's trading me for him, it's because they're trying to win. And like that factor has to like come into play. Like, I mean, just their current, like, you know, 2025 like trajectory, like no matter what is projected after the season, like just like that has to come into play somewhere with the, you know, with the value of whatever you're trading to get whatever you're like getting back. So like, yeah, on paper he might be worth a third, but like I feel like it'd be stupid to trade him for a third only. Nick Von B, I was only saying the last 3 weeks he's been producing the points that he's used to and gonna drop figure going on someone else. Yeah. I feel that. And see, look, here goes for Pam. Andrews or Juana Man at tight end this week. I guess what's tough, like haven't the Chiefs been pretty tough on tight ends? I'm gonna go check.
I could actually look that up too.
Yeah, the Chiefs are giving up the third least amount of points to tight ends this year. And who the hell do the Saints play? The Saints play the Bills. Bills, I don't think have been. Yeah, dude, both of these guys have shit matchups. Like if we're just talking on paper, both of them have bottom 3 matchups.
Yeah, Buffalo on mine's 4.7. A lot of tight ends, and then what team? What other team?
And then Ravens. So Chiefs giving up 6.1 points per game. Both not good.
Ravens here it says 15-9. I don't know if that's
no. Chiefs.
Oh, Chiefs. Okay, Chiefs are 6.1, so it's like a 1.5 difference.
Yeah. I think that the way that I would approach this is, well, first off, think about the game flow. Because I know Pam, she's been she's been going through it, like starting the wrong person, you know, at certain times. And if we think of the game flow, who do we think does more just as a whole, the Ravens or the Saints in these two crazy matchups? And I think that I would just count on the Ravens putting up more points, having more yardage in general, like passing yards. The one thing that does kind of suck is Lamar doesn't necessarily throw it all that much. He actually is at the bottom of the barrel when it comes to passing attempts. So that's like another thing that kind of like sucks. I think that I would be going Andrews because I think that the Ravens are just going to do more versus the Chiefs than the Bills are, or than the Saints are going to do to the Bills. And yeah, don't bother me. Said Juwan gets like 30% of the targets. Yeah, I mean he gets an insane amount. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, he's most targeted tight end through 3 weeks. Yeah, 9.3 targets per game on average. That's crazy.
For Juana Man. Yeah. A lot of uncatchable ones too mixed in there though as well.
Oh yeah, I could even check that. Damn, he's getting 5.7 per game on first reads.
And what did he do this past week?
I think like 8, 9 targets.
But what about points though?
Let's see. It got 11.1.
Yeah, because he's been getting crazy targets, but he really hasn't. He hasn't been finding the end zone or anything, right?
Touchdowns, 1 touchdown. That was it. That was week 2.
Yeah, I mean, you look at 15 points, 11 points. I mean, it's been super consistent. And I guess like the safer play would definitely be him. Because, yeah, look, Mark Andrews only had 1 point in each of the first 2 weeks, but then he like teabags the Detroit with 27 points.
No, that's because of those 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he had 91 yards and 6 receptions also, but yeah, the 2 touchdowns was damn near half of it. What did Crispy say? What was the other one? Oh, Bradley Chubb, a good play this week, or Herbig? Man, I'm probably going Herbig. He's been on fire, and really, even last year when he filled in for what's his name for Alex Highsmith, he was doing solid. So, yeah, and then you got Carson Wentz this week, and the the overseas factor and all that. Don't forget, guys, better get your shit set up by Saturday night. I mean, because I'm gonna be. I'm going to be waking up early for like the game, but I'm not going to be coming on like until I'm not going to come on until I probably get all of my shit squared away. So it still might be like 7:00 or something before I even come on the show also. But I'll be on kind of early so we can watch some of the game. And Bake Bro said the consistency is what I'm looking for. I got them both. Who are we talking about? I don't even think I saw a question. And Laylo Lyle, what up? Jameson or T. Higgins?
Man, they're both pretty low for me this week.
Right. Yeah.
I guess I would go with the better quarterback, higher powered offense,
Yeah.
bigger playability, and that's Jameson for me, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna do that too. Big Bro Zach said every time I trade, I seem to fuck myself. So I just don't do it. Yeah, it's kind of tough. It's kind of tough because you can't trade emotionally.
But you can't also just give up on trades, man.
You don't have to give up, I'd say, but being way more selective on trades is smart. And Laylo Lau, Devontae Adams, or Michael Pittman Jr. Dude, the Rams have been giving up like not a lot of points to the wide receivers. I'm gonna go with Adams. I know the Colts haven't really been giving up a lot of points to the wide receivers either, but I'm gonna go Adams.
Yeah, I think I'm with you on Adams.
Don't bother me. I have Warren and Juwan Man 1 league and Kittle on or 6 PPR and 1 sleeper chop league. Okay. Damn Kittle. And Big Bro 6, I was really biting myself in the ass when I traded Jamar Chase for AJ Brown in the first round pick.
Damn.
Yeah, this wasn't enough.
Like when you see, you don't know where that first round pick's gonna land. That's the problem.
Right.
So like even if it was the 101, I still wouldn't make that trade.
And Uncle Ted, what up, you motherfucker? He said, word up, Taco Leaguers. Fucker. And he said, making some Yahoo trade offers.
Who plays on Yahoo anymore, man?
Bob said Sutton over Igbuka this week.
Yeah.
I'd say so. We also got to see. I mean, if Chris Godwin doesn't come back and play, you know, I might go Igbuka. Because they still said he got a full go, but they still say he's questionable. So I think
they play him on like some kind of a snap count, right? And they might even use him as a decoy.
They could.
And you got to remember Quinyon Mitchell. Like if they play Igbuka on the outside, I don't like Quinyon Mitchell's chances because last week he locked down Devontae Adams for 2 catches, 12 yards, and 80% of snaps he was shadowing him.
Yeah. Yeah, Quinyon Mitchell's a beast. And Don't Bother Me said that's worthy of sitting Bowers, but Gino should give Bowers first TD this week.
Yeah, I mean, Bowers hasn't been a big touchdown guy as is, but he should get at least 5 this year, 6 maybe.
Yeah, and really it's because the Raiders haven't been scoring a lot of touchdowns.
Yeah.
Yeah,
said
Don't
Mark
Bother
Andrews.
Me. So I'm flip a coin. Heads Bowers, tails Juana Man.
I would just go Bowers, man.
Yeah. Hey, Lucius, what up, bro? He said, had someone ask me for a trade, me giving up Judkins for Chase Brown. I don't think I can do it, bro.
Giving up Judkins for Brown? No, I'm trying to trade Chase Brown anywhere I can. I'd much rather have Judkins.
Yeah. Okay, Big Bro said, my bad, bro. We were talking about Mark Andrews. Okay, yeah. Yeah, Mark Andrews needs to be consistent, that motherfucker. And Rady, I traded Igbuka for Jacoby, Juwan, and Daniel Jones. I needed a QB tight end. I have Nico, JJ, JSN, Sutton. Did I win the trade? I mean, shit. I feel like you did. If you're like really in need of a QB and a tight end, to like,
Was it a single quarterback or?
I mean, almost doesn't matter if it's single quarterback or a QB. Single quarterback or super flex. If you didn't have a QB, I mean, that really.
Well, I'm saying if you didn't have
really
a
helped
QB
them
and
out.
single, you could just.
You said it's single.
It is single. Yeah, I think I still rather Ibuka.
Yeah. And Don't Bother Me said Evans is out. Igbuka should eat. He should,
Well,
but Jamie, you want to give your thoughts on that? Because I know a lot of people are going to equate, Evans with Igbuka and all that, but give the lowdown of where everybody plays. I got to go refill my water. I'll be back in a sec.
All right, so like Ibuka, he plays 60% of his snaps on the outside. Quinyon Mitchell plays every single snap on the outside. He doesn't go into the slot. With Evans out, they might play Ibuka more than 60% on the outside. Quinyon Mitchell only had allowed 2 for 12. I think 5 targets to Devontae Adams last week. Shadowed him 80% of the time. So if they bring Godwin back, the smart thing would be to use Godwin as a decoy and put Godwin on the outside, because Godwin and Ibuka could both interchange outside and slot. I think Godwin plays more slot. So if they're going to use him as a decoy, I would put Godwin on the outside. So I guess it's up to the coaches how they're going to play. I'm just assuming they're going to play Ibuka more on the outside, put Godwin in the slot. And who knows, what's his name? Sterling Shepard can get some. So it's tough, man. It's tough without actually seeing it, because we've never seen Ibuka and Godwin play together. So we don't know how they're going to be used. I just assumed with all 3 of them on the field, Ibuka would be on the one side playing that Jalen McMillan role. Godwin in the slot like he did last year, and Evans doing what Evans does. Let's see if I missed anything. I think I wrote up a little thing about Ibuka. Just can't remember which podcast it was for. There it is. Let's see if I missed anything. Quinyon Mitchell also doesn't allow touchdowns. 0 touchdowns last year. Oh, he's great in man coverage, right?
Yeah, see, Pam just said it right there. Anyone else?
Ibuka
Nervous about Igbuka versus Philly. And yeah, I mean, that's what Jamie's talking about right now.
Yeah, and like so far, Quinyon only allowed 10 receptions this year and a passer rating of 67.1. I mentioned the Adams thing.
He's a beast, man.
So yeah, it's pretty much going to be a chess match. So like, if Ibuka is taking those like slant routes and those quick digs, like they need to get him the ball quick, because Quinyon just closes those gaps so fast, like freaking lightning, dude.
Yeah, man, it's fucking crazy, dude. I still can't believe that the NFL let them get Quinyon Mitchell and Cooper DeJean in the exact same draft. Like you let them get like the top 2 corners in that draft, and yeah, it was funny because like everyone was thinking Cooper DeJean was going to get drafted in the first round, and had he been drafted in the first round, he would have been the first white cornerback ever drafted in the first round. But he only runs a 4.5. Like you got to run a 4.3 to get drafted as a cornerback in the first round.
So for Buka, I mean, his floor, I can still see 4 catches, 60 yards, because he's gonna have some mismatches here and there.
Yeah,
and hopefully he gets a touchdown on one of those, so that'll save the day.
Yeah, that's what sucks is like he's going to be touchdown dependent in this game, which he can get a touchdown, but he's going to need that, I think, to even eclipse 10 points.
We got any other questions? Where we at?
Yeah, probably only going to be live for maybe another like 20, 30 minutes. So get those questions in.
So Pitts are strange. I'm gonna go Pitts, man.
Me too. It sucks. Devo says Jalen McMillan worth a grab in Tampa Bay with Godwin coming back. Said McMillan is due back next week.
Wait. Jalen McMillan has a broken neck. He's not going to be out. He's lucky if he's going to be playing next season in the beginning. Wait, were you reading? Where was that question?
There's Devo right here.
Yeah, I don't know, man. If it's Dynasty, I mean, he's just on someone's IR, so there's no reason to grab him if it's a redraft.
Yeah. And whoa, was that you, Bob, who put that in earlier where Jamie saw it? Because it looks like
that's the Pitts or Ertz. Or no, I saw Pitts or Strange.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't even see where that one was.
But no, I think I'm going Pitts. I got him right around that 12. Strange is like 15, 16 for me.
And Crispy said Henry, Ertz, Warren, Dobbins picked 2. I'm assuming this is Hunter Henry, right? No,
it's Hunter Henry. So it's definitely Warren. I have him as my number 2.
I just feel like he's unsittable. He gets way too many targets.
Yeah.
Shout out to TJ. What up, TJ?
Hunter Henry. I think I'm gonna go Hunter Henry and Warren, or Henry and Dobbins. See, I don't do flex rankings. I need to start doing that. More flex rankings. So yeah, I guess Dobbins, I have him in my top 20 for running back, and a top 20 running back is definitely going to outscore a top 6 tight end.
Yeah, and Devo just sent me a screenshot of Jalen McMillan's profile, and it said his expected return is October 5th.
No way. That's severe neck strain. No, okay. Last I saw it was a broken neck.
Yeah, so severe neck sprain is what it says. So he doesn't
expected
doesn't have the hurt angle.
Time, potentially the entire season. His recovery time is uncertain.
And Pam said, "What's the top DST this week?" Well,
I would say whoever plays the Giants, maybe with the new quarterback coming in.
That'd be the Chargers.
Or no, I would say Broncos, man, against Browning.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be either Chargers or Broncos.
Let me try to see. Hold on, I'm pulling something up here. All right. Yeah, Chargers and Broncos should be in the mix for the top ones. Let's see who else might be at the top. Buffalo versus the Saints, right? How about Detroit over Cleveland? Green Bay might even be there versus Dallas. You know, no CD Lamb.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a few at the top right there. TJ said Minnesota chasing Old Man Rogers is going to be fun. Yeah, early in the morning. Layla Lau, Trey Tucker, Devonta Smith. Man, it's crazy that this is even a question. I'm good, Devonta.
Okay, so I did find something saying McMillan may return around week 10. And that's not even guaranteed. So they have a week 9 bye. They could bring him back mid-November.
Yeah, I'm seeing the same.
I'm glad you brought that up because that's something
His return.
to keep an eye on, man.
Yeah, his return date currently uncertain, but it could be around November after the team's week 9 bye. He's eligible. Oh, see, that's what it is. He's eligible to return starting October 5th. That's why it says October 5th, because he could come back then, but he's, no.
Yeah, last time I talked to our sports doc, he was like, it could be the whole freaking year.
So there's going to be a lot of people who it's going to say that's going to say something about the October 5th, because that just means that that's the 5th week of the season and that they're eligible to come back.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is. Crispy Jalen McMillan from the Bucks. It was Devo asking about him. And don't bother me, Giants sent Dart to the Wolves on his first start against the Chargers. Yeah, and I mean, if he does good and he goes out there, you know, and handles biz, that's one thing. But man, the Chargers have just been so tough, especially in their secondary. Like, it'd be different if it was like a team that had a weak secondary, but they've been pretty tough.
And you know me, I'm a Jackson Dart truther. Love the guy, right? But it's the wrong time to start him. They should have brought him in like around week 9, week 10. Because the next 5 games, look at the defenses. There's 4 games out of those 5 that are brutal.
Well,
I'm just hoping
the Giants are who we thought they were. Idiots.
I mean,
this year was already going to be a throwaway season for them anyways. Like, you could still bring him in, even like you're saying, Jamie, if that's week 10 or whatever. I mean, that would still be 7 or 8 starts that he would get. I mean, it'd still be damn near half a season.
I think the coach is scared of losing his job.
Yeah, for sure.
Whatever. They should just put Winston in if they're that worried about it, because that would at least be fun.
Yeah.
You know, bring him in for the tough games and then end the season with Dart.
Bob said Giants coach should have been fired last year.
Yeah.
I mean, he's been there a while and they've sucked for a while. Uncle Ted said Chargers can lay hella duds. I mean, yeah, anybody can, I guess. Said Dart is hella good. Dart has hella weapons.
Yeah, it's 2 legs.
What define hella weapons? I mean, Malik.
Well, I would say like Neighbors and his rushing ability
Yeah, exactly.
And he has a badass running back now to freaking run people over.
Phil said fans would riot if Russ was out there again. I bet they weren't complaining week 2.
You know, so they were fans were cheering that play that when Jackson Dart came in,
Yeah.
and I think they booed or something when Russ came back out.
Yeah. And see, and like if we're just keeping it real, how much does it have to do with Russ's ability and how much does it have to do with people thinking that Russ is a bitch? Because like he's not horrible, but like if you hate him like personally, like I could totally understand that because the dude's a clown. Like everything that we heard about him on how he wouldn't even, players wouldn't even have his cell phone number and like shit like that, all the shit that made him sound like a super diva at quarterback. That's probably why a lot of New Yorkers don't like him. A lot of just bitch made shit. Uncle Ted said I got destroyed in the finals by NFC East rookie QB. It won't happen twice.
Yeah.
Crispy said their whole staff should have been fired. Yeah, I mean, dude, who's the GM who was like, we're like, nah, we don't need to sign Saquon. Like nobody's gonna pay him any money. We'll just wait and we'll get him on at a good deal. Yeah, I like was for Saquon specifically. Like, man, if I was him, I'd be writing that GM a thank you card every fucking Christmas. Because the year he leaves, he goes for 2,000 yards and a Super Bowl ring. I mean, come on, man. He's lucky that the fucking Giants didn't hold him back and try to re-sign him. Fucking idiots. And the Redskins are absolutely trash before last year and Jaden. I mean, they've had their ups and downs, but yeah, I mean, for the most part. Pam said, why don't Winston ever get a chance? Well, I think he's only like what? He's getting paid like $2 or $3 million. Like they literally brought him in as an emergency quarterback.
Yeah, they're probably using him more as like a hype man, mascot type to bring up morale on the sidelines. Dude's awesome. Like he's a funny guy.
And he is someone that can still help Dart prepare, like, I mean, Winston's been in the league a long time, whether he throws a shitload of interceptions, that's one thing, but preparing, on a weekly basis, all the routines and shit that quarterbacks have to do throughout the week. Like, I'm sure he's probably a better mentor for Dart than Russ is, like that's probably why he's even there. Oh man, Ted said Scatterbo's Peyton Hillis 2.0 says he's a monster. Man, but I mean
and Mike Alstott, baby. You remember him?
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think like right now, like CMC is the greatest white running back of all time. Like, I don't even know if it's debatable. Who else has been more than a flash in the pan as a white running back being like the guy on the team? Because, like, I think of Toby Gerhart and Peyton Hillis, just flash in the pan motherfuckers,
Fuck. Looking for something. I had a note. I can't remember who I compared him to.
Riggins? Yeah. Woodhead? Yeah. I mean, Woodhead was never the guy, but I'll allow it. That's for sure.
I'll allow it.
Tim Riggins. Dude, are they going to come out with another like Friday Night Lights or something?
Yes, they're rebooting it with some of the old cast making cameos or returning. I don't know for full time, but it's going to be like pretty much same style show, just different characters.
Peyton Hillis didn't have 2,000 yards, did he?
1 year, I think he did.
Is that the 2010 year? I mean, that was his only year, right? Nah. 2010, he had 1,100 yards, 1,177. Yeah, when the fuck did he have 2,000? He only had 2,800 for a career. I mean, that 2010, he did have 477 receiving yards as well. So if we're talking all purpose, he had over 1,500.
All right, I need to get your thoughts on this. So my buddy sent me this offer he's working on. He's got two
Mhm.
offers on the table for she's getting Jaden Daniels. And the manager said it would either have to be giving up Tua and either Nico or London. And the other offer was for Daniel Jones, Jameson Winston, and a second-round pick. And I'm looking at that, I'm like, you don't play in any single quarterback leagues. Like, he was like, no,
Yeah,
it's Superflex. And I'm like, fucking smash those. I don't care which one it is, but if you had to choose, would you give up the Jameson Williams, the second round, and Danny Dollars?
Well, here's the thing, though, like, because I'm actually shopping Jaden Daniels in a league where my team's not doing that good, and I got offered 3 first-round picks for that.
None of those guys are worth first-round picks, really. Well, maybe JMO, a late, but
maybe.
So I'm thinking, I'm like, this is fair in a single quarterback league. Do you agree?
Yeah, in a single quarterback league, probably, because Daniels isn't going to have an insane amount of. I mean, he's going to have value, but I mean, no quarterback has insane value.
But in a super flex, I'm thinking you're like stealing half the value. Like you're buying 50% off, right?
Kind of.
And he wasn't. He's like, well, if I do that this week, I would have to start Tua and Ward.
See, I guess like for me, because it's a dynasty league, right?
Yeah.
I mean, what would be the point? Like, do you know why he's trying to make this trade? Like, is he trying to?
Because he only has Tua, Ward, and Danny Dimes.
Yeah, but still. So, oh wait, you said he's getting Tua, or he would be getting Daniels.
Yes, he's getting Jaden Daniels.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So he's worried that he has to start Tua and Ward this week if he makes that trade, leaving Danny Dimes.
Well, but Jaden Daniels is already out for this week, so
exactly. So that's why we would have to start Tua and Ward because Jaden Daniels wouldn't be on his team anymore.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking in my head, like, well,
I mean, you can't be. I mean, I guess the worst thing you could do in a dynasty league is make a trade for like a 1 week move. You know, like I mean, to have a band-aid for 1 week, it makes no sense in a dynasty league. So like trading for Jaden Daniels, sure, but like if it's like just trying to think, like I mean.
He'll never get.
Why is that other manager even trading Jaden Daniels? You know, is it just so he could compete? You know, because like why? There's a whole bunch of other quarterbacks I bet you could trade for. You know,
I have no idea.
Because I just be trying to find someone who wants like picks for Jaden Daniels. Like, I mean, there's already some teams that might be looking to go into like an early rebuildish mode.
So once I figured out it was super flex, I told him, I'm like, you need to do this now before this dude changes his mind and realizes you're ripping him off.
Right.
And he told me he was worried about starting Tua and Ward. It's like, I don't care, man. You're not going to get an offer like this again, this cheap.
Yeah.
So just do it.
Because if he was playing, you already know if he didn't have that out next to his name, he's probably not getting the deal that he's getting right now. It'd have to be more.
So, he has to do this, man.
Yeah, you better. And you said it's a super flex, right?
Yes. And even if it wasn't a super flex, I think it's a pretty good deal.
Yeah. I mean, you know, if it's a single QB, he's probably overpaying a little bit, but
maybe. Yeah.
Super flex, you know, Jaden Daniels still should have a lot of value. Doesn't matter if he's hurt or not right now. But yeah, even my Jaden Daniels, like the guy who I'm in trade talks with right now, he messaged me and he was like, hey, what do you think? Would you move Jaden Daniels at all? Like what would kind of be your price? And I'd be like, and I just said a guy like Jaden Daniels, super flex, our scoring, you know, like we're talking about at the beginning of this offseason, some people said he was the #1 dynasty QB.
Yeah, and he's still in the top 3. He has to be.
And so I was like, I'm not even moving him unless there's like 3 first-round picks as like a start. And like, you know, there has to be some things in addition to that, but that's like I would be firm on it has to be at least 3 first rounders.
And like
Like
one of them would need to be like a 102, 103 projection.
See, and even then, I mean, I guess I don't even think of it like that because so many different things can happen that I don't know. What if Jaden Daniels helps him do better? You know,
I like getting a player that's already in the league, you know, like a Drake London or an Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Yeah, but here's my feelings too. Like in this league, I think I'm like 1-5 already because we have the game against the median. So I'm already thinking, you know, like I'm not throwing in the towel, but like potentially going to make some moves to where my team would get worse and not finish that much better. If I trade for a pick, that pick is only going up in value until next year. You know, like players, you could go for a player, they could get hurt, their value could get tanked for 2 years. Like you could trade for a player and like just anything could happen from like now to the next year where they move teams or whatever, or someone gets traded and comes in. The team drafts someone or whatever. Just like there's so many variables that if I have those picks, I know that I could do something with those picks next year. And trading for someone who gets hurt in a dynasty league sucks, especially if you're trying to rebuild.
All right, what do you think about this? Oh wait, we got.
Hold on, real quick. JJ said McMillan or Igbuka. Who the hell's
fucking Jalen McMillan?
No, it's got to be Tet. Yeah.
This week I'd probably go Tet, maybe.
Yeah, it's tough, man. Both have like not that great of matchups. Yeah, I'm gonna say Tet for now, but that's assuming that Christian Gonzalez isn't there either.
Yeah, I think he is out. I'm not positive, but I thought I heard he's not playing. That might have been last week. I don't know.
And Savage Jeremy, what up, bro? He's got 2 questions here: ETN or Devontae, and then wait. No, this is a trade question, I think. So ETN and Devontae or Sutton and Javonte. Man, I hate trades like this.
I know.
I'm gonna continue to say it that I hate trades.
I mean, if this is redraft, it doesn't even matter, I guess. I'm just gonna say the ETN Devontae.
Yeah, I wouldn't make this trade. It doesn't matter which side you have. Like, I wouldn't make this trade. I'd want to figure out, like, you want to figure out where you want to actually upgrade. Because no matter how you slice that, you're getting better on a wide receiver, worse on a running back, or the opposite. You know, like, no matter what. Like, one side has a better running back, one side has a better wide receiver. Like, it's kind of, you're leveling it out. You're just, like, swapping players. And you got to hope that, like, you don't get the guys who got hurt. Or who get hurt, because usually that's how those trades get kind of decided on who's the winner and loser. JJ pick 2 full PPR: Brian Thomas Jr., Breece Hall, Jordan Mason, Chase Brown.
Okay, it's not Chase Brown. I think I'm gonna go Breece and Jordan.
Yeah. I think I'm going to go Breece and BTJ.
Wait, is Jordan Mason playing across seas? Is that the
they got the Steelers across the pond.
Man.
Me too. They're so fucking fluky, and you never know how these guys are going to respond to the jet lag. Like next week they'll be good because they're staying there for a week.
So I mean, I have Breece Hall at 11, Jordan Mason at 12. I haven't looked at the consensus to compare, so I don't know where they have them. And where do I got BTJ?
Who sucked, by the way.
Yeah, I got him at 25 at receiver, so that would be what, like 14 points maybe? So yeah, I'm taking the top 12 running backs over the 25th receiver. Yeah, it does feel nasty to sit BTJ, but look what he's done so far.
That sucks.
Yeah, exactly. He hasn't been catching shit. And some of it's his fault, too.
You know what sucks as well? We get no preseason. And, like, the first couple weeks are just like real fluky.
Mm.
Like they have been for the
Yeah.
last handful of years when these guys stop. Because, dude, like I've been playing fantasy football long enough to where like I remember exactly how it would work. First week, guys would play like 1 or 2 series, the starters. Then it would just be everybody
It
else.
would be like even one or two snaps for the first game sometimes.
Sometimes.
Mhm.
And then the second week, sometimes it would be like 2 series, 3 series,
Yeah.
you know, maybe a quarter, you know, at max. And then it would be like week 3 would be the guys would play like one half, like a whole half. And then, you know, then it would be all the bums. And then like fourth game, nobody's playing. Only the guys who are trying to make the team. No starters are playing at all. But they had all those weeks of like ramping up, you know, and like not everybody does that now. And like
And there's only what 3 preseason games.
yeah, I mean, yeah, now only 3 preseason games. I mean, guys like the Chiefs, I don't know. They played a bunch of their guys, so which is weird. Well, I guess they have a bunch of injuries. That's, you know, their explanation. But yeah, it sucks. Like the not playing in the preseason, like really just messes everything up in the early stages. Oh man. All right.
Real quick. So Dynasty, Travion Henderson
Mm-hmm.
for TJ Hawkinson and Kenneth Walker.
Oh, that's gross.
Is that a fair trade though?
I mean, I get it's fair, yeah. Like that's not vetoable, but I mean, I'm also of the mindset that there's not a lot of trades that are vetoable.
Well, I don't even know what side you're thinking. Gross.
Well, it depends because, like, man, for Dynasty, like, it's not like Dynasty trades in a vacuum. Like, yeah, I can answer them, but like a lot of it goes into your team build. You know,
so
like if the team's trying to win right now and they need 2 extra, you know, flex guys as tight end premium, yeah, I would want the Hawkinson and Ken Walker side because I feel like those 2 guys are going to help me win a championship way more than Henderson will right now. And we still don't know what Henderson's going to be all in all. You know, I mean, we know the hype, but he's
talent.
It's ugly right now. Like he's next year. Yeah, he's probably going to be way better than he is this year. But if I want to win a championship right now and I'm a couple pieces away and I could trade someone who's like a bench player for me right now, because I'm sure not a lot of people are starting Henderson, you know, in a dynasty league, unless your team kind of sucked or unless it's like a brand new dynasty where you just drafted him high.
So I have Hawkinson and Walker on my team.
Okay.
Hawkinson's on my bench because
What up, Bad Sport? I'll answer this in a second.
I have McBride and I have Tyler Warren, and they're both in my lineup.
Okay.
So Walker, I mean, you know the situation. He could split with Charbonnet half and half. So Henderson's also splitting, right?
Yeah.
Going farther in the year, I expect Henderson to get a little bit more work and Walker to maybe lose a little bit of work. So what I did is thinking about this trade, and she said she's going to accept it. But the thing is, I put it in Keep Trade Cut, and Keep Trade Cut told me to add a player that is like a Jaden Reed value. And
like on the Henderson side,
Jaden Reed on her team, so I'm like, let's throw Jaden Reed in there. You know, so it's like the trade's going to be Henderson and Reed for Hawkinson and Walker.
Okay.
I mean, in my eyes, I'm fucking ripping her off. I think the Henderson for Hawkinson and Walker is fair alone.
Yeah.
Longer term, you know?
Yeah, I mean, it could be. But yeah, also, like, I mean, you know, if I was a rebuilding team, like, yeah, I mean, I'd want the younger assets. But I don't know if that's going to help me win it. Like, it just depends.
Well, my team is young, and I'm also, I think 0-3, or no, I just won last week, so 1-2. I'm not doing too well. So
yeah. Yeah, so if you're already kind of like making rebuilding like type of moves, I mean, yeah, it would be trading, you know, a couple older assets, you know, who could be more valuable to someone else for some younger assets.
Yeah, her top tight end is Goddard. And like
Rich and Bree TV. Yeah. We are. It is a dynasty trade we're talking about right now.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, so for sure. I mean,
Like,
yeah,
I think it
exactly.
helps
And
her.
seeing you say you're ripping her off, like, yeah, those are probably the better players, like you said, like overall in general. But like, if your team's not going for a championship right now, like, yeah, I want to get the guys who are like more long term, like at least better prospects, right?
Yeah. Yep.
And I don't know how good her team's doing right now, but if her team is like, on the up and up and looking like it's, might be competing with some of the top teams, like that is a good trade for her
Yeah,
because
it is.
she's actually going to get flex pieces that could be usable
Well,
right
she's
now
gonna
to
get
win a championship.
Hawkinson in her tight end position over Goddard.
Okay.
And then Walker, I mean, that's going to be a flex piece for her because she's flexing Trayvon Henderson right now.
Yeah.
So it's going to definitely help her. And Jaden Reed's on the ARR. So
Yeah. Exactly. And Bake Bro said, back got him on the cable shit. Okay, perfect. All right. And Bad Sport, here we go. He said, "What's up, fam? 3-0. Let's go." He said, "Should I keep both Juwan Johnson and Jake Ferguson? Drop one to pick up Tootin, Ollie, Woody Marks. Thanks." Man, I mean, dude, after what Jake Ferguson did this past week, like, dude, I mean, I ain't dropping him. Like, someone's gonna pick him up right away. Like, if anything, you got to trade him. Like, just trade him straight. Like, if you're gonna drop him, try to trade him to someone straight up for a 1-for-1, so you can get someone better than Tootin, Ollie, or Woody.
So here we go. This is a redraft, and I'm in a redraft. This seems like more of a shallow league because there's no way Tootin, Ollie, Woody's on my waiver. But I have
it could be that could easily be a 10-man with five bench spots.
5 spots. Yeah. So in my situation, I have Kittle on the IR. I got Jake Ferguson and I have Juwan Johnson.
Okay.
So I'm in the same situation.
Okay.
I don't need to keep them both. So I spam the league and I'm sending out trades for Juwan Johnson for who did I send it out? Scatabo. Juwan Johnson for I even sent Juwan for Henderson. Just because I'm not going to need Juwan. And instead of dropping them, I'm at least going to get someone that could be that RB2 type.
Yeah.
Even if it's a lower RB2.
Yeah.
Or like even like a wide receiver, like a low end wide receiver 2, high end wide receiver 3. Just get anything you can for them. See who needs a tight end. Because I looked at someone starting Tungi or Tonges,
whatever the fuck. Yeah.
So I'm gonna force a trade with him.
Yeah. And seeing like maybe people aren't desperate yet, but they will get desperate. Like I remember at one time when, this is a while ago and I can't even remember what year it was, if it was 2022 or whatever, where like Mason Rudolph was going to be the guy who was going to be like starting, and I picked him up off of waivers, and I just to block my opponent or block somebody, I dropped down like 100 out of the 200 fab, and then I kind of felt like I was going to lose anyways, and someone needed that quarterback to try to stay relevant, and they traded me a 3rd rounder for him, in a league where we have 7 draft picks, because like people don't want to lose. Like you have to stay persistent, right? And stay on them and keep reminding them.
Yeah, I did that.
See, and look at that, man. That's why I'm the hustler, and Bad Sports said exactly 10-man, 5 bench. See? Mm-hmm. And those are like the top guys available.
Yeah, Ferguson, he's the top 5 right now. Juwan Johnson, he's the top.
Yeah. You got it. And see, and I'd be okay trading either one of them. And like, you know why? Because like Ferguson is going to eat now that CD Lamb is out. Like it's Pickens and Ferguson now. Like that's it.
See, I'd rather keep Ferguson because I don't know if Juwan's going to sustain those targets.
Yeah. And like, he's probably the guy who has more, like, I would just say value amongst the general public. Like if you're just picking between the two. And let's see what Too Rich and Bree TV say. Just traded Rice a 26 first, Daniel Jones for Puka and the other guys 26 first, but I believe my team's already stacked. So the guy instantly regrets it and tried to trade our first back and get Stafford. That's good if it's the other guy who has buyer's remorse right away. And getting Puka, like, dude, like who knows what the fuck is going to happen with Daniel Pesos Jones. This motherfucker could get hurt like he always does, and then his value instantly tanks.
And this has to be a super flex.
I mean, I would assume so, right? Or else there's probably not going to be first rounders and Puka in the mix for fucking.
But I love that value that you got on Puka.
Yeah. I mean, it is, Daniel Jones, his value is high. And I'm assuming you traded away the lower pick, right? Like, I mean, based on where you guys are right now, because I guess you don't really know. But that's just what I assume, that he would think that he's getting Daniel Jones plus the higher first round pick for Puka and then his first round pick.
And he said he's dropping Johnson.
I think I think that was the answer to that other question we were talking when the other dude asked, should he drop Joanna Man or Ferguson or whatever?
Oh yeah, no, don't drop him, trade him.
Right. Yeah, you can't. You can't drop someone who's going to be the best player on the waiver wires instantly. You can't be the person to do
Giving
that.
away free points, man.
Yeah.
And Addison is back. Yeah.
Bake Bro said that Ginger better tear it up this week like he did last week. And Big Bro said Addison's back and I'm fucking loving it. You think what do you think about what do you think about Minnesota? Like, just all in general right now, like JJ getting hurt, just again fucking shit up for everything around there.
Yeah, and I'm not a big fan of Addison this week. I want to, especially with the overseas. So his first game back, he hasn't practiced, he hasn't played any preseason, and then all of a sudden he's gonna come back at an overseas game. I'm nervous.
And look at this. TJ said I just got a third round next year for Malik Willis. Hell yeah.
Holy shit.
What are you talking about, Willis?
I wouldn't even give up like the 412 for Willis.
And TJ, is that in an offense only league or Superflex IDP? Because Superflex IDP, we have 7 total draft picks.
That's even better.
Yeah, I'm curious which it actually is.
By the third round, there's like 4 or 5 IDP already off the board going into the third.
Nah, like third is, unless it's somebody who's like super hyped, like third round is usually when it kicks off, and like a couple.
I've seen like 2 or 3 people go off in the second, and then
it just depends on who it is, because it can happen. I'd say it's a little rare though. And Bad Sports said my league are old school conservatives who don't trade unless they're busting you across the head. So waivers is the trading block. Yeah, I feel that.
That's
I would just hold then. I'll just hold.
Yeah, fuck it, because you could play one in the flex.
I mean, as of right now, I'd rather play one of those guys in the flex over the couple options you gave. Really just depends on how nervous you are for an RB2. Like, if you have an RB2, I'm not worried about picking up those guys because I'll just put one of the tight ends in the flex or probably someone else that you have on your bench.
Yeah.
And too rich, but he has Knicks and May and doesn't need Jones. Well, that's just a dumbass move for him. I mean, unless he's nervous and just wanted some QB depth, but I don't know. Damn, and Too Rich says, and I have Allen and Hurts. Damn. Nice. And now Puka. And top 5 low darks. Knicks or Love. Ooh.
God damn, that's fucking. They're both in my top 10. They both have awesome matchups.
Yeah, I'm going Love though.
I think I would, man, because
Cowboys have been dog shit, man, especially without Bland there.
Like I was talking about it with someone else. Love can throw for 500 yards this week.
Dude,
it could be a thing, man.
Hey, if Russell Wilson can get in that ballpark, Jordan Love can get in that ballpark, right?
I was looking at it. Wow.
Dangerous, so dangerous, we so dangerous. A flip phone squad is dangerous.
Toyota One, what up? What up?
Oh,
What's going down?
If anyone does prop bets, man, Matthew Golden, his prop is 44.5 receiving yards. You smash that over, and I would even shoot it up to 80 because you're going to get plus odds. And
You can bet your unborn's children's children.
so yeah, like I haven't done the 80 plus yet, but I put some money on the 44.5.
And Big Bro said, you don't need practice or whatever Iverson said. Practice. We're talking about practice. Too rich. I got Nico, Myers, Hill, Olave, Gibbs, Jacobs. Man,
I like it.
dude, just running
And
a train.
Olave is leading the league in reception or targets.
Olave, yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Him and Juana, man. That's all Rattler can go through his progressions. That's it. And Danny, what up? Said, hey guys, Florida State lost. Go Canes. He said, go Canes, Miami Hurricanes, baby. So what is the U undefeated still?
Oh, this is
Start one. Sutton, BTJ, Debo. Man, kind of just want to go Debo.
See, I was gonna say Sutton, but yeah, now that I think about it, I think I do have Debo higher. Let me check.
It's gonna be all Debo all the time.
Yeah, I got Debo at 17, Sutton at 24.
And Low Darks, half point, PPR, Brees or ETN. Probably going Brees, man.
Yeah,
San Fran's been pretty tough against the running backs. Okay, TJ said offense only, super flex.
Yeah, what did I say? I got Brees in my top 12, so I like that.
And dang it, I can't remember. I'm trying to look for TJ's other comments. I can see who the third rounder from Malik Willis. Nice.
What are you talking about, Willis?
Yeah, Too Rich said no Terry, no Daniels. Yeah, I mean Mariota's going to be throwing to Ertz and Debo all day, and I mean I bet Debo gets a lot of snaps out of the backfield as well too, or a lot of touches. I mean out of the backfield.
Yeah.
Bad sport. I played Walker already, and wonder should I start Henderson over Pollard? Probably not.
No, I would still go Pollard.
Yeah, wide receivers are Collins, St. Brown, Adunze, Jacoby, and BTJ. Yeah, I'm not starting Henderson over Pollard.
I know Henderson's getting the first team reps because of that fumble Stevenson had, but still, I'd go Pollard.
Yeah. Nice. Dan said, yes, sir. He said about to be 4-0 and play FSU next week. Ooh, man. And yeah, they haven't been looking that good this year compared to recent years, right? Whew. All right. I think it's about that time. Time to get up out of here. And don't forget, guys, 420crew.com. You can go get the one-on-one advice over there. And I post all types of dope information that'll help you with your starts and sits weekly, in addition to me, helping you directly. So this week, I posted on Wednesday the best and worst matchups for every single position, the QBs, RBs, tight ends, wide receivers. I also kickers as well. I also broke down some tight end route data so you can see how many times, what's the percentage of routes run, what's the percentage blocking. And then I broke down the RB snap counts, wide receiver snap counts, and tight end snap counts, and broke down pretty much all players to a certain percentage, and then kind of broke it down and showcased, who's getting the elite percentages, who's getting the great percentages, who's getting the, the barely flex worthy percentages, stuff like that.
We missed Crispy's question.
What was your question, Crispy, motherfucker?
Bradley, Chubby, or Greenard? Bradley, Chubby, or Greenard? I don't know how you call him.
I'm going to say Grenard. Chubb's been solid, but he hasn't really had any high highs. Could be a high game for Grenard against Rodgers, who can't move.
Danny had one. Should I start Henderson over Genty or Javante? No. You start I got Genty and Javante back to back at 17 and 18. Henderson's outside my top 20.
Total on 2 wide receivers and a flex. Start Jefferson, Pickens, Keenan Allen, or Jennings.
Definitely Pickens, I think. You have to go him, right? And then
It's a tough matchup, though.
Is it?
Yeah, they got
Well, it's
You got
not
the-
QJ. You got to start two. It's not going to be QJ, and I don't think I'm going to start Jennings. So between Pickens, Jefferson, and Keenan Allen.
Yeah, I mean, with all the injuries, I'm probably going Jefferson.
I have Pickens in my top 10 just because he's the only one there. Jefferson's 12. And who was the other guy? Allen.
And TJ said Dallas Turner this week with Van Ginkel out. Yeah, Van Ginkel is out. Got to make those moves, guys. Got to make those moves.
Or Pittman. No.
Bake Bros, do I take Woody Marks out of my taxi spots or should I leave him there? The only reason you take guys out of your taxi squad is if you're going to start them.
Yeah, if
you're not going to start them, there's no point because they're on your bench anyways. You might as well leave them in your taxi.
And he hasn't been doing much to like move them up because you're going to have to drop someone.
Yeah, exactly. Like you don't want to do that unless you have to because you can't move them back.
So keep them there. And then maybe later in the year, if you absolutely need them.
And what up, John? He said, what up, Hustlers? I appreciate your work. He said, liked on the way in. You the man. He said, Wandale or Bateman? I'm leaning Lamar.
Are you starting Lamar?
That's starting Lamar, yeah.
Man, Bateman's hit or miss, dude.
He's so hit or miss, man. But
and he had a big game last week, so I don't expect a big game this week. It's kind of...
Yeah, I think I'm going Wandale.
Yeah, because
both are going to be a little bit fluky, but like Dart probably going to be throwing it a bunch, and you know that they can't throw it all the time to Malik Neighbors. Like, I mean, there's going to be times where Neighbors is just doubled, you know. So I feel like Wandale, he'll get a decent amount of targets in this game. Might not all be great, but I bet he gets like 5 or 6.
So let me check somewhere. So Wandale plays the slot 77% of the time. And let me just look something up real quick. They're playing what, the Chargers?
Yeah. And Chargers got
the Chargers. Chargers allowed the third highest points, PPR points to slots.
There you go.
14.6.
There you go.
So yeah, go try Wandale, man, because Bateman, he's big play reliable, like unreliable. Because
Chuba update. Let's see.
Oh, what is it?
Well, no, he's asking for a Chuba update. Hold on, let me go see. He did get in a limited practice. So no practice on Wednesday and then a limited on Thursday and Friday. So officially questionable for this week. He's going to be one of those guys that we're going to have to be paying attention to on Sunday morning. We might, if we hear anything about this tomorrow, I'll let everybody know. I didn't even record an injury report video today. I'm just going to do it tomorrow so I can get all the information in from the entire day. And then, you know, if we get some information on Saturday, I'll have that to be able to throw in as well. All right. Let's get the fuck up out of here. I appreciate you guys rocking 420crew.com. And Jamie, thanks for rocking, bro.
Dude, thanks for having me on.
Yes, sir. We should be back tomorrow, 6 p.m. West Coast time, 9 p.m. Eastern. One last one before we get out of here. Tanner said, risk it, keep Jennings in the lineup or throw Addison in there for the morning game. You don't have any other pivots besides Jennings? And would you be able to like throw in Jennings in the IR by any chance? Anything like that? Like if he does end up going out and then you can pick up somebody else. Yeah, but I'd be leaning on not putting Addison in. We talked about that a little bit earlier.
I tried Jennings. Fuck it.
Yeah, I kind of want to avoid him this first week. All right. Stay through the credits, guys. Appreciate you. Oh, Travis Hunter would be the pivot. I mean, it sucks, but I just hope for Jennings. All right. Yeah, I already got BTJ and ETN started as well. Okay, that's tough. Shout out to Justin Pickle in a Jar and Chris Patriot Sports. Salute to all the producers and co-producers. Salute to the associate producers. And salute to the epic supporters and the awesome supporters. Appreciate you guys. And yeah, follow for go to fantasyfootballhustler.com and go follow everywhere. And MT2, what up, bro? Man, we're getting out of here. You came in right at the end, but we'll be live tomorrow, 6 p.m. West Coast time, 9 p.m. Eastern. Same Stone Cold time, same Stone Cold channel. And then we'll be live on Sunday for the early morning game. Probably not right when it starts, but I will be live on Sunday before all the games start. Before the main slate of games start. Jamie, you the man. Thanks for coming through.
Appreciate it.
Shout out to everybody in the chat, and we'll see you tomorrow. Peace out.
Peace.
Defense on me.
I don't want them to gain another yard.
You blitz all night. If they cross the line of scrimmage, I'm going to take every last one of you out. You make sure they remember forever the night they played the Titans.
Here comes the